Attention passionate Detroit, Lions fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Detroit Lions' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Detroit Lions fans. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been following the Detroit Lions lately, and how could you not? You know that this franchise, under the guidance of head coach Dan Campbell, has been on an incredible upward trajectory. Last season, they were arguably the best team in the entire NFL. That's right, I said it. They finished the regular season with a record that turned heads, a roster that looked like a well-oiled machine, and a culture that's all about grit, toughness, and relentless effort. But of course, we all know how that story went in the playoffs. The Lions, despite their impressive run, were knocked out early by the Washington Commanders, a team that had been surging at just the right time. That loss left a bitter taste, but you can be sure that Detroit's mindset this offseason is laser-focused on redemption and with a clear goal in mind: getting back, bigger and better, for the 2025 season. What makes this Lions team so intriguing is not just their impressive talent, but the potential they have to elevate even further. The roster, on paper, looks primed for a deep playoff run, possibly even a Super Bowl appearance. But as with any good team, there are areas where they could still improve, and that's where the excitement really ramps up. The front office, led by GM Brad Holmes, has been strategic, looking to add depth and impact players to bolster their chances. One of the key areas of focus has been pass rushing, which is vital in today's NFL for disrupting quarterback rhythm and creating turnovers. With Aiden Hutchinson, the second-year star and one of the league's most promising young defensive ends, the Lions already have a cornerstone. But Hutchinson, coming off an injury, needs some help, and that's led to speculation about whether Detroit will make a splash in free agency to bring in a veteran pass rusher. Now, it's not just about filling the roster with talent. It's about making smart, impactful moves that can make a difference on game day. Behind Hutchinson, Detroit has Marcus Davenport, a player with immense potential but who has struggled with consistency and injuries in recent seasons. The depth options, like Josh Paschal and Alquadin Mohammed, are solid, but the Lions are clearly looking to upgrade and add more firepower off the edge. And that brings us to one of the biggest rumors in NFL circles right now. Reports from reputable sources like Fox Sports, Carmen Vitali suggest that Detroit might be eyeing a player like Matthew Judon, a four-time Pro Bowler and one of the league's most productive edge rushers over the past few years. Now, you might be wondering, Judon, isn't he with the Patriots? And yes, Judon is currently a member of New England, but the NFL is always about what could be, what might happen next. Judon, while perhaps not having his most explosive season in 2024, still managed to rack up some respectable numbers: 41 tackles, 5 sacks, an interception, a defensive touchdown, and 5 passes defended in 17 games. His career total of 72 sacks speaks volumes about his ability to get after the quarterback. For the Lions, bringing Judon into the fold wouldn't just be about adding another name to the roster. It would be about injecting veteran leadership, experience, and a proven pass-rushing skill set that could help ease the load on Hutchinson and Davenport. Think about it. Detroit's defense has been trending upward, but to truly contend with the best of the best, they need that extra edge, that disruptive force that can turn the tide of a game in an instant. Judon, with his combination of size, speed, and technique, could be that player. His presence on the field would force offenses to game plan differently, opening up opportunities for other defenders to make plays. Plus, Judon's ability to perform in clutch moments and his leadership qualities are invaluable for a team with Super Bowl aspirations. The Lions, after all, are not just looking to make the playoffs. They want to dominate the NFC North, make a statement in the postseason, and finally bring that Lombardi Trophy back to Detroit. Of course, the Lions are not the only team looking to bolster their pass rush. The NFL free agency market is always full of surprises, and teams are constantly trying to find that perfect piece to complete their puzzle. But Detroit's front office has shown patience and strategic thinking. They understand that adding a player like Judon wouldn't just be about filling a roster spot. It's about making a calculated move that can pay dividends for years. Judon's experience in multiple schemes and his knack for getting to the quarterback make him an attractive option, especially for a team that's so close to contention. Now, let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture here. The Detroit Lions are building something special. They've got a franchise quarterback in Jared Goff who's playing at an elite level, throwing for over 500 yards and 30-plus touchdowns last season. The offensive line has been revamped and is one of the best in the league, providing Goff with the time and stability he needs to operate. The wide receivers, led by Amon-Ra St. Brown, are dynamic and versatile, capable of moving the chains and stretching defenses. The running game with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery is also a force to be reckoned with. But football is a team sport, and defense wins championships. That's why the pass rush is so critical. It's the missing piece that can turn good teams into great ones. And let's not forget about the coaching staff. Dan Campbell, with his fiery personality and innovative approach, has transformed the Lions' culture. They play with passion, resilience, and a never-say-die attitude. That kind of mentality is contagious and has been instrumental in turning around a franchise that was once considered a perennial underdog. The players buy into this culture, and the fans are energized, filling Ford Field with energy and hope every game day. The city of Detroit, a proud sports town, is finally getting the team it deserves, one that fights for every yard, every play, every victory. Now, turning our attention back to the upcoming season, expectations are sky-high. The Lions are seen as genuine contenders, not just in the NFC North but in the entire NFC. With the addition of a player like Judon or any other impact free agent, they could push their chips further into the middle of the table. The defense, especially the pass rush, needs to be formidable to match the offensive firepower. The NFC is loaded with talented teams. Philadelphia, San Francisco, Dallas, and Detroit will have to be at their best to beat them in the postseason. But with their current roster, combined with strategic moves in free agency, they have every chance to do just that. Looking even deeper into Detroit's recent history, it's remarkable how far they've come. From the dark days of the Matt Patricia era to the resurgence under Campbell, the Lions have redefined their identity. They're no longer just hopeful, they're confident. Fans can feel it in their bones. The team's draft picks, like Hutchinson and Jameson Williams, have shown flashes of brilliance, and the younger core is growing more experienced with each game. The front office's focus on building through the draft while supplementing with key free agent signings is paying off. It's a blueprint for sustained success. And as the offseason progresses, the rumors will only intensify. Will Detroit really pull the trigger on a move for Judon? Could they target other high-impact players? Whatever happens, it's clear that the Lions are not resting on their laurels. They're hungry, motivated, and determined to turn their promising regular season into postseason glory. This is a team that has everything going for it: talent, coaching, culture. And now, it might just be missing that final piece to become an unstoppable force. So, Lions fans, keep your eyes on this story. Because if they do go after Judon or any other top-tier defender, it could be the move that propels Detroit into the elite echelon of NFL contenders. The NFC North is about to get a whole lot more interesting, and the Lions are right at the center of it. This season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and your team is right there in the thick of it. The future is bright, and the possibilities are endless. Whether they're adding a veteran edge rusher or making other strategic moves, one thing is certain. Detroit Lions fans, you've got a team on the rise, and this upcoming season could be a historic one for the Motor City. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Detroit Lions news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Detroit Lions fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all this? Do you think the Lions should go all in on a player like Judon? Or do you believe they should focus on other areas in free agency or the draft? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because your opinion matters so much to us and to the Lions. Remember, this team is built on community, passion, and the love of the game. I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Detroit Lions news. This is a franchise on the rise, and the best is yet to come. Whether it's a blockbuster signing, a key draft pick, or a game-changing moment on the field, Detroit Lions fans, the future is bright, and it's happening right now. Keep the faith, stay passionate, and let's keep pushing for that Super Bowl dream. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.